Are you ready to go back to the 80s? Let's do it. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Studio Live today. In this video, we're going to be here in Cubasis once again, and we're messing about. We're starting our new song. If you've been following this series so far, we have learnt how to use Cubasis. We've been reading the manual for the last sort of 4 episodes, just so that we've got enough working knowledge to start creating this song. It's going to be an 80s synth rock song right here in Cubasis, and it's going to be related to Back to the Future, because that's what you voted for. Speaking of voting, we do have I've got a post on the community tab at the moment asking for your ideas, but you can also throw them here in the chat, because what we want to build today is a bit of the hook, the chorus, what we're going to sort of work with this song, some of the ideas. You can see that I've got not only Cubasis here on my screen, but I have my voice recorder. And that's because the way I write songs is I generally capture ideas, and those are right here. So you're going to get to hear me singing along to my own ideas right here on the phone, and then trying to convert those into an actual song here in Cubasis. But let's get into it. It's time to say goodbye to all of these, because these have been serving us well. This was our little test track while I was learning Cubasis, and it sounds like this. Yeah, girl. So goodbye, girl, you're going away. So we're going to get rid of all these tracks. We're going to delete them out, because there's nothing in there of value. And ooh, who doesn't love a fresh canvas? Yeah. So we're ready to go with a fresh canvas here. And what I'll do, what I thought we'd start with is I'll show you some of the ideas that I've captured here. In the meantime, you can give me some ideas yourself of types of instruments, of words that we could be incorporating in here. I've kind of written the chorus, or at least what is a rough draft of the chorus so far. So we're going to be able to jump in and take a look at that. And then we'll record some in. We'll actually get this cracking along. So let's get started, taking a listen to what we've got here. So I've got an idea. I've got an idea for a chorus and for a hook. I've got an idea for a bass line and an idea for a bit of a synth line. So this is the way I do it. I'm just using the voice recorder here because Music Memos is dying. I'm trying to get used to just using the voice recorder. So here was the first idea that was just in my head around this. Let's turn up the volume and take a listen, shall we? Time flies when you're having fun. Sometimes feels you're the only one who knows how heavy this is. So Time McFlies is an idea that Mark Bro gave us a couple of days ago, and that's what I wanted to incorporate into this. So what do we need? Well, we need to get the bass line down, because I've got a bass line here in my head. I know, Jay, we've lost the Hey Girl song, but that's all right. I'm sure Hey Girl has to make a guest appearance somewhere in here, doesn't it? Absolutely. Let's come in here and set up a bass. So as we've learnt, we can add a track here. We can add a MIDI track, because we're just going to find a nice MIDI synth bass to get us started with. So here we're in the Microsonic, which is where we can get all of our default instruments. And down the bottom here, we'll hit the bass. And let's find a bass sound that's going to work here. The E bass finger. Oop, we need to bring our... That's not bad, but no, we don't want to slap. We want more of a synth bass, don't we? Where's something more synthy? Oh, we're light on basses here. What's the VX bass? No, I think we're just going to go with that original one. Again, just getting the ideas down here. There you go. The fingered bass. Yeah, that'll do for now. Or maybe the pick bass. Yeah, let's go with the pick. Yeah, we'll go with that. So the sort of bass line that we want to get down here for this groove is that time flies when you're having fun. Sometimes feels you're the only one who knows how heavy this is. And then I like the disc. We can do that. Do that little disco vibe in there. So let's get our tempo happening here. Make sure that we've got a good tempo to tap along with this. So we'll play it in our left hand while we tap. Don't want it too fast. I generally start songs too fast and then have to slow them down. So it feels like it's around that 130 to 132. Let's start with 130, and if it's too draggy, we'll bring it down a little bit. So 130 there, 4/4 time signature, of course. And why don't we just try and record in a little bit of this bass line, shall we? We'll hit the record button. It needs to turn the metronome on. Ay, ay, ay. All right, come back, Pete, come back. Undo. Metronome on. I'm getting used to this. We'll get there with this Cubasis stuff. And we'll hit the record button and try that again. All right, there's our idea. There's our hook. There's our little bass part hook recorded in there. And let's see. We'll probably need to quantize it and fix up. There's a bung note in there. So this will be the good test because we'll start learning. We'll double tap. We'll come into the piano roll editor, which Russ loves. It's his favorite piano roll editor in any piece of software. That's what he's told me. So we need to get rid of that note. So we've got this select on, which is a multi-select. We want that off. So we can just select that one note and we can erase it. It is gone, erased from memory, like the brother and sister picture in Back to the Future. All right, let's take a listen to this. All right, so it's not too bad, but let's see if we can learn the quant. See, I don't know. I don't know how the quantize works. Every time I tap it, we didn't do it last time. Oh, okay, so you set the quantization options and then you hit the button, I'm assuming. So let's just test. If we went to second, yeah, there. Okay, there you go. And does it keep the original or is it completely broken that now? If we go back to 16th notes, yeah, it's completely broken it. So is it destructive quantization? Is that what we're talking about here? We could undo, obviously. But I don't really love the idea of destructive quantization that actually changes the notes. All right, we'll do it anyway. Quantize it down to the 16th because it's definitely going to be fine to be on the 16th. Was there a little missed note there as well? Do, 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 do. No, it's just the way I'm playing it. I'll play around with that. Maybe we need to quantize down to the 8th note so that it gets right on the grid. That's cool though. All right, so that's our bass set up there, and that's based on this one. So let's go to the next idea that we had here. And this, again, you don't have to do things this way, but I thought I'd show you my songwriting process and how I build something out, because then you can use it or not use it or try it, or if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. That's cool. But here's the next thing that we had here. This is 15 seconds. I can't remember what I did here. Do 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 do. Oh yeah. Do 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 do. So that's like an alternate rhythm. So that's. So I don't know whether to go with that or this pattern. So whether we have the do 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 and that the pause, or whether we keep it like straight through. So we'll leave the idea there, and maybe we'll come back to that. So I think this is the one where I sing. So let's take a listen. So that's where I'm going do 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 do. So there's another. So part of this hook in my head, there's another instrument doing. And I don't know what instrument it is. You can help me decide if you want. But there's another instrument doing like a do 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 do, and maybe that's what creates that different differentiated sound. So let's come in here. We'll add another MIDI instrument. What do I reckon this is going to be? Some sort of keys, some sort of synth sound. We'll go up an octave. Yeah, it's not. Ooh. Just sample a few sounds here. And again, it doesn't have to be whatever we put in here. Man, there's some wacky instruments in here, Cubasis. Oh, I love it. I love you, Cubasis. I'm getting used to you. All right, let's just go a classic E piano here for now, and we'll just experiment around with this and see if we can bring this together with this bass line. sort of thing, yeah? All right, let's just record something in over the top of this, and we'll start multi-tracking. And here we know that we can, we'll bring this back so that it's just those 16 bars. And we learnt yesterday that we can double tap. No, we can't. What do? We tap and hold. And that makes this loop just those 16 bars. Handy dandy. See, reading the manual, sometimes it helps. So, yeah, that's the sort of vibe we're going for. So let's hit the record button. Sounds like a song. So it's basically a complementary rhythm. You know what I've done though? You know what I've done? And I don't know how to fix this now. I've recorded it over the top of the same track. And I've recorded it on that first instrument. Rookie mistake, Pete. But luckily we have 1,000 levels of undo. There you go. Right, so really important. I did that on purpose to show you the importance of making sure you have the correct track selected before you start recording. So I was up here on this track faffing about by like doing my tap and hold to get that ready, and then I had the wrong track. You think I would have noticed the different sounds? But no. So there was probably a way to extract that MIDI. Probably not. Anyway, let's just record it again. Here, two. Fast on that one. And a bit crap on that one. Alright. We've got the idea down now. Alright. We'll play with that and do some editing later. Although that little kludge, I can't deal with kludge. I can deal with timing. I can't deal with those little kludges. So we'll come in here to the MIDI roll editor. We'll tap it and we'll erase it. There we go. It never happened. Just like the video game. Back in the day, it never happened. Just pretend it never happened. Anyone playing the Back to the Future video games? Yeah? All right, so we're there. Yeah, thank you, Mark. If I was watching the track, if I was watching the chat and not the track, I would have noticed that. But hey, it's fun. It's fun, right? Righty dokie. Now, if anyone's got any suggestions, now I got the do stuck in my head. Do. All right, let's move on here. And then again, if you in the meantime, if you can go over to the community post and you can put your ideas for what needs to go in here. There's got to be some great Scots and whatnot going on, don't there? Now, drums. Let's just work out what sort of drum beat. So now I'm torn between whether it's like a or whether it's a. So do you reckon 4 on the floor or kick snare? So I need your input here. We'll try both. But what are you, listening to this, what is your first thought? 4 on the floor, so bass drum on every beat, or I kind of like the oop to ishta, because then we can have like a nice gated snare reverb, the boom, boom. So why don't we try that way first? So I've never played drums in Cubasis before, but we're about to do it. Add a MIDI instrument, and we have a bunch of drum kits, I believe, if we tap on our instrument here. And we go all the way over to drums. And let's just see, can I play these? The AM Rock kit's actually kind of cool in itself. Like that? Something like that. Well, that's got some horrible slapback on it. Now, is there an 80s kit in here? That's what we need to find out. There's all these house kits. We want electro. That's a possibility. What about the second one? What do you reckon? What are we thinking? Electro kit? Or was it 8-bit kit? Maybe not. Studio kit sounds wussy. Jazz kit, yeah, no, we're down into the, what about the hip hop? No, electro? No, I think some of those original ones, either the, what were we doing? Some of those AM kits up the top here, I think were probably the best, or first ones we started with. We could obviously, again, change this up, but the tail on that's a bit distracting, isn't it? Was there another one that sounded better? Was it the electro? Let's use that for now, just because it's fun. Because nothing, it sounds 80s. That splashy snare. Maybe we can gate up that snare a little bit so it sounds. Yep, let's do it. Oh, Gerard's here and he says, yeah, electro. And Gerard's a drummer, so I'm going to go with it. If you're just dropping in, we are starting the songwriting and recording process. We're going to get a demo down of the hook of this song here today. That's our goal. And then we can go away and start building it. Because once you've got a hook, once you've got a vibe, once you've got everything else builds around it quite easily. But getting this first bit down, your hook or your chorus or whatever you're starting with, is usually the first step. So... So I like the sounds of this, but I need to work out. It's got a lot of stuff going on in it. Like it's already got a lot of effects built in. And is that something I can come in here and tweak and change? Because I really don't want it to have that much. I don't want it to... I kind of want it to be tighter than that. Let's record it in and then we can... The beauty of MIDI is that you can change things up. So if we record it in... We need that second snare sound. Let's undo that. Go back. Not in love with the drums, the drum sound, so maybe we'll need to play around with that. It sounded good, but then when you bring it with the other stuff, not so good. But you know what? We'll record in the vocals, and then in a minute, just a vocal idea. Oh, I've frozen up. I've completely frozen. What has happened to my stream and my Mac? Oi, 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 oi. I'm trying to do too many things at once here, and I've frozen up. This happened with Tom the other day. And we had the similar sort of problem, and we had to restart. So we may indeed need to restart here again today. Good times. Yeah, shorter gate on the snare. I definitely need to do that. Good times ahead. And I don't know. Oh, I don't know how to get this fixed. If you can hear me, which you probably can, because last time you could, we just froze up, then I apologize, because this is a bit of a pain in the butt. But we will try and resurrect and get back. Nothing is working. Nothing is responding here on the keyboard, on the Mac. So we're going to have to, we're going to have to start this one again. So I'm going to have to do a hard reset on this computer and come back on in. So I'll see you real soon, hopefully. Let's try this, shall we? All right. So yeah, I'll be back soon. Hang out for a couple of minutes. Hello there. I'm back. I'm not really, but I'm on my phone just while we get things set back up here. I should, I might have to do that for future. Just have the phone there ready to get in here if things go wrong. So yeah, we had a crash, and it's happened twice now. Both times when using Reflector 4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up Reflector 3 and go back to using that just for the rest of this one, and then I'll probably use that again until I get another crash so that I can isolate whether it's that or whether it's this. So bear with me a moment. I'm just going to get myself set back up on the Mac, and then we'll be back up and running because nothing's going to stop us now. Just like, what was the band? And we can build this thing together, standing strong forever. Nothing's going to stop us now. Yep, so nothing's going to stop us. We're going to get this done. And thankfully, we didn't lose any of the project. We just lost the ability for me to be there with you. And I'm the one who wants to be with you. So we're going to do that. All right, we've got the screen back up there. We're going to screen share it. Yep, we're doing that. Getting our audio back. We'll jump back into StreamYard. And then we'll come back on over here. So yeah, where there's a will, there's a way. And the will is strong with me. So we'll get there. All right, getting my phone back up. I'll Reflector 3 here now. And hopefully this will make things a little bit better. Oh, there we go. So I've got the screen up, we got the other screen up, and we're almost back to where we were 5 minutes ago when we had our little failure. As I say with live stuff, it is what it is, right? And learning what works and what doesn't work, it's just as important to find out what doesn't work as it is to find out what works for you. So I don't stress too much these days when things go wrong. I just go, right, what happened and what can I do? What can I control? If I can't control it, it's not worth worrying about yet. But what can I control of this stuff? Right, I'm going to jump back into StreamYard. I'm going to mute the mic on this one before I jump in here. Otherwise, we're going to get all sorts of problems. So I'll just hit my mic mute here. And then the next thing, you should have me back in full glory. Just one moment. I'm back. All right. And we've already got the because it's coming through over here. So we'll remove my other me. I'm still coming through with the audio. We'll turn my audio down on that one. There we go. And then I can end myself over here. Are we back? Are we back?